There are moments in life where you feel stuck. You want to grow, to change, to improve, but something always holds you back. Stress, sins, distractions, people, heartbreak, money problems. All of it piles on your shoulders until you feel like you're drowning. But the truth is this: Islam has already given you a roadmap. The Prophet left behind a 5-step plan that can reshape your entire life. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and even financially. And today, we're going to walk through that plan step by step. Step 1. Purify the intention. Actions are judged by intentions. This is the first hadith in Sahih Bukhari for a reason. Because nothing, absolutely nothing, will benefit you unless your intention is pure. In Islam, our intention has the power to transform everything. Eating becomes worship. Sleeping becomes worship. Working becomes worship. Studying becomes worship. Even smiling becomes sadaqah. The Prophet taught that a sincere intention can turn ordinary life into extraordinary reward. But what does purifying your intention really mean? It means asking yourself, why am I doing this? For people or for Allah? Because the moment you do something to impress people, your reward stops. But the moment you do something purely for Allah, your reward begins. In the UK, we live in a society where everything is about image. Snapchat streaks, TikTok views, Insta aesthetics, status, likes, opinions. But the believer is different. The believer moves silently. The believer does things privately. The believer says, my intention is for Allah, not for people. If you fix this step, you fix your entire life. Step 2. Build your foundation with the fardh. The Prophet always prioritized obligations before extras. He taught that your spiritual strength begins with the basics. Before sunnah, before nafil, before charity, before long du'as, fix your 5 daily prayers. In the UK, many Muslims say, I'll start praying properly when life gets easier. But the Prophet said the opposite. Prayer is what makes life easier. If your life feels chaotic, if things feel out of control, start with the fardh. This step also includes halal income, respecting parents, avoiding major sins, eating halal, living halal, dressing halal, staying away from haram environments. You can't build a palace on a broken foundation. Your foundation in Islam is the fardh. Once this is strong, everything else becomes stable. Step 3. Choose consistency over intensity. The Prophet said, the most beloved deeds to Allah are those done consistently, even if they are small. Allah doesn't ask you to be perfect. He doesn't ask you to pray all night. He doesn't ask you to fast every week. He asks you to be consistent. 1 page of Quran a day, 10 minutes of dhikr, 2 rak'ah sunnah, 1 small charity, 1 good deed. Do it every day even when you don't feel like it, and you will become a different person. Consistency builds character. Consistency builds discipline. Consistency builds Ameen. People fail not because they are weak, but because they stop when they don't see results instantly. But the Prophet taught us, small steps taken daily are more powerful than giant steps taken once a month. Step 4. Guard your inputs. The Prophet told us to guard the tongue, the eyes, the ears, the heart, the environment we sit in, because whatever enters the heart shapes the heart. If you constantly watch haram, you'll think haram. If you constantly listen to filth, you'll desire filth. If you constantly surround yourself with negative people, you'll become negative. UK life is full of distractions. Music everywhere, nightlife culture, social pressure, haram relationships, toxic gossip, endless scrolling. But the believer filters what enters their heart. The Prophet taught us, your heart is the king. Your senses are the soldiers. If you let the soldiers bring poison, the king will fall. Protect your heart. Limit your scrolling. Choose your friends wisely. Consume Quran, not chaos. Consume remembrance, not noise. When you guard your inputs, your heart becomes clear, calm, and alive. Step 5. Make dua with certainty. The Prophet said, call upon Allah while being certain that He will respond. Dua is the weapon of the believer. Dua is what changes destiny. Dua is what opens doors you thought were impossible. But the key is certainty. Not maybe. Not if Allah wants, He might. Not, I don't know if I deserve it. The Prophet taught us to ask Allah, with confidence, with hope, with trust, with patience, and with a strong heart. When you make dua, you are speaking to the Lord who said be, and it is. The Lord who saved Musa, the Lord who lifted Yusuf, the Lord who cured Ayyub, the Lord who protected Muhammad in the cave, the Lord who watches you, knows you, loves you, and hears you in ways you can't even imagine. Raise your hands, empty your heart, and believe that Allah will give you what is best at the perfect time. This is the prophetic 5-step plan. Keycap 1. Purify your intention. Keycap 2. Strengthen your foundation with the fardh. Keycap 3. Be consistent even in small deeds. Keycap 4. Guard your heart by guarding your inputs. Keycap 5. Make dua with absolute certainty. You follow these 5 steps, and your life will not just improve, it will transform, because you're not following self-help. You're not following trends. You're not following motivational speakers. You're following the path of the Prophet, the most successful human being who ever lived. May Allah make you among those who live with sincerity, discipline, consistency, purity, and certainty. Ameen.